Hi, this is Kevin Thomas, and welcome to the At Home Film Festival. We're in March now, Oscar month, so I'm going to have a little taste of Oscars each week for you. This week I decided to pick some snubbed performances. After the big slap in the face that Lady Gaga got for House of Gucci here, I thought we should take a look at some other snubbed actors. So to make it even more fun, I'm taking 7 of the nominated actors this year and picking another movie of theirs that should have been nominated in the past. So let's not wait any longer and let's go see what we've got. Thanks! This year for Best Actor, we have Will Smith and King Richard. He's been nominated a few other times. I loved him in The Pursuit of Happiness, and he was good in Ali. But there was this movie, Concussion, which is available to rent on Amazon Prime just for a few dollars. He was amazing in this movie. He was up for a Golden Globe nomination. He plays a doctor that figures out that all these football players headbutting at every game is actually going to have long-term damage to them. But many people don't want to listen because of the fact that they're making money playing football, right? So why would they listen to some doctor that finds the truth? Oh, this movie's so good. Watch it with me, yes! This year's Best Actor nominee, Andrew Garfield, who's been in Spider-Man movies, is up for Tick, Tick, Boom this year, and he's so good in that. And he's been nominated once before, which he was great in that film as well. But one that was overlooked is Breathe. This is a perfect Oscar caliber movie. Not only was he great, but Oscars always like people that are sick or dying or have an ailment because it gives an actor a chance to super emote. So this movie is really good where Andrew's like losing capacity in his lungs and needs to rely on equipment, all while having a beautiful love story, well-photographed film. You could catch it right now on Stars. Javier Bardem is up for Being the Ricardos this year. Not a big fan of that movie, but I am a fan of his. He does have an Oscar and 3 other nominations, and he's really a great actor. And I almost picked this movie called The Sea Inside, because it's very much the Oscar caliber type I just mentioned, where he was paraplegic and had to act around that. But then I remembered, although he was up for like a Golden Globe for The Sea Inside, he got a lot of praise and award nominations for this action film, Skyfall, the James Bond film of just a few years ago. He was up for the British Academy Awards. A lot of critics thought of him. This movie is really one of the best in the Bond series. And you could watch it on Hulu. Speaking of Being the Ricardos, Nicole Kidman's up for Best Actress in that film. And she has an Oscar, many nominations, but she, often like the next actress I'm going to talk about, I don't think they really have this big Hollywood persona about them. They just like to take a movie for the part. So they don't always have to be the lead. They could be supporting. It's the part that I think they seek. And one good one that got overlooked by the Academy for Nicole Kidman is the movie Boy Erased, where she plays the mother of a young gay man who gets sent to conversion camp by his overbearing religious father to straighten him out. Nicole, you could see, is so torn between being the mother that loves her son and being the wife and respecting her husband's wishes. But how this plays out is really dramatic. Great movie. Lucas Hedges, I'll talk about in the future, is a great young actor, and you could rent this for a few dollars on Amazon Prime. And while you're on Amazon Prime, you might as well look up this other movie with other Best Actress nominee, Penelope Cruz. Penelope is up for Parallel Mothers, and she has done so many great films, has an Oscar. I think this is her 5th time up for one, maybe 4th. Anyway, we remember her from a lot of lead roles, but she also doesn't mind playing the supporting role. In fact, she was a little overshadowed by her co-star, Antonio Banderas, in Pain and Glory. He was Oscar nominated, but she was equally wonderful. She played his mother in flashback, so it wasn't like she's trying to pretend to be that old. But you see all the grit and grime and all she has to do to make her son what he is. Wonderful film for not only just her, but Antonio Banderas. So you have to watch Pain and Glory. Oh, it's so good. Oh my God. Then we have Best Actress nominee Jessica Chastain, who I am now rooting for to win for The Eyes of Tammy Faye. But years ago, she was not nominated for Miss Sloane, available on Netflix, where she plays a political lobbyist that takes no prisoners, doesn't bend for anybody, is a straight shooter, is as tough as nails. She gives as good as she gets. So many twists in this movie. My heart raced through every moment of it, especially when the courtroom scenes. This movie is fantastic. It's a suspense thriller. It's everything you'd want in a movie with a magnificent performance that got a lot of critic nominations, but not an Oscar nomination. Sorry, Jessica, but let's win this year, okay? Our final actor we're looking at is Kirsten Dunst, who's up this year for The Power of the Dog. This is her first nomination. I cannot believe that. One of her very early films, when I think she was 12, was Interview with a Vampire. She was up for a Golden Globe for this. By the way, you can see it on Netflix. And she plays, obviously, a vampire, because hence the title. But she is so good in this movie. Her character, she finds out when you are taken over by a vampire, so what's that, a second life or dead or whatever, you never age again, appearance-wise, and she wants everything to be a woman, but she's still just a little girl. She is super mad, she doesn't want to play with dolls anymore, and she's great in this film. Oh, throw that doll down. In fact, she has so many other movies like Melancholia. That's also a great movie. She should have been up for Best Actress. She won the Cannes Film Festival Award for that film. So why is it taking the Academy so long to recognize this talent? Why?
A vampire gone insane that pollutes its own bed.
And if I cut my hair again?
It will grow back again.
But it wasn't always so. I had a mother once, and Louis, he had a wife. He was mortal, the same as she, and so was I.
Claudia!
You made us what we are, didn't you? Did you do it to me?
Wow. She holds her own against Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. Wow! That's our show of the week. Thank you so much for tuning in. I had fun. Hopefully you did. While we're leaving, here's some movies that had 0 nominations. So that's a whole other show, I think. But in the meantime, I would love comments. What performance of an actor that did not get nominated, that deserved it? Tell me in the comments below, please. I also hope for you to share and subscribe, and tell those who subscribe to share. But let's just leave looking at these poor movies that were great without nominations.